Hi guys, it's Tara here with Create Life Paper Words, and I have a 12 by 12 scrapbook page for you. I decided to go with a Pinterest board that I have, which is called Color, and I chose this gorgeous inspiration color piece for what I was going to do. So I really liked that there was some greens in it, and I don't usually use a lot of greens, but I just really loved that color inspiration. So the picture that I'm using is from my sister's wedding last September, and I've had it sort of sitting on my desk, sort of waiting for the right time to scrapbook it. And so it's of my sister and my cousin and I as we were getting ready for her special day. So I decided to first start by layering it on this, I think it's called Dapper Denim, and it is a cardstock from Stampin' Up. So I don't have a lot of patterned paper, and so I found that I had to use sort of what I had and a lot of more of a plain cardstock. So I'm definitely really loving this 12 by 12 scrapbooking, and I didn't think I would, but I'm really loving it. So I'm definitely going to be doing more 12 by 12 traditional scrapbooking. I just sort of have to, I guess, get a little bit more stash that I can pull from. So these papers that I have, they are from Studio Calico, but they're the 6 by 6, and so I was getting to the point where they weren't quite big enough, so I had to really be creative in how I use them. So again, bringing out sort of some seafoam mint, and then I have this, I'm going to call it like a forest green cardstock, and I only used this once in this whole layout, but I really feel like it really pulled everything together, that it was a really nice, I don't know, I just think that really sort of strip, because that's all you see of this really dark green, really brought the whole layout together, and I really liked it. I don't always use dark colors, especially lately. I've been drawn more to the whites and lighter colors, but for this, I absolutely love it. So I wanted to, my original idea was that I wanted to do something similar to Haine Daly's Dreamcatcher layout that she did. I saw the process video for it, I think the day before I did this, and that was what I was originally going to do with a whole bunch of the papers, but I just did not have the pattern paper that I wanted to, so I ended up sort of changing my mind about that and just went with a white, very neutral background. And I think for this picture, that was actually better. So I still am wanting to do a, what's it called? I still want to do something inspired by her layout. I'm just gonna have to find, the right picture and that kind of stuff for it. So just still working on backgrounds, and I have this beautiful rose gold thread, and I have this, it's like a little tiny charm. It's a what's it called? Teapot. There we go, teapot. Again, that one is from Stampin' Up. I don't know if you can get it anymore though. And so in a picture that I didn't have printed, we are all holding teacups that were from our grandmas, and my sister and my cousin and I are huge tea fans, and so we wanted to bring that heritage, or I should say my sister wanted to bring that heritage into her wedding and the pictures of us getting ready and that kind of stuff. So that was just my little nod to, my grandmas, and I should say our grandmas, and that heritage that you have when you are at a wedding and you're getting married. So just doing some more layering. I love using the glassine bags that come in kits for scrapbooking. And so I have like a whole box of them, and when I need one, I just sort of pull it out. But I really love how that very soft paper gives you such a nice look on things. I decided I wanted to go with cousins, or custers as we call ourselves, so cousins and sisters. But it just wasn't looking right, and I didn't have any colored alphas that were really, the right color to go with this layout. So I ended up going with this Memories Captured Thickers, and I want to say that they are Maggie Holmes ones. I might be wrong on that one, but they are glitter gold and very, very glittery. But I thought that it sort of went a bit better with the picture because, these memories, or this picture are memories for me, and such a wonderful day. I fiddled with this happy day ephemera for a long time, and then I decided that I don't really like it. It just wasn't quite right, and I couldn't find quite the right spot for it. So you'll see it. I never did glue it down or anything, but I do end up not using it. And now I'm just working on the very bottom. I thought I would maybe try using some of the labels, but I was feeling that it was just a little too much once I got them all on there at the very bottom. I do want to do a layout sometime with a whole bunch of labels on it as the background, so hopefully I will be able to find the right picture for that one. So I'm just using little, pieces that I have from my stash and just sort of trying to figure out what I want to do. I have these beautiful vellum gold foiled leaves, and so I just cut one in half and just tucked it in there. I'm trying to bring in a lot more of the gold because I have it in the Memories Captured title at the top. And then I also am bringing the gold in at the bottom of the page with some gold hearts. And I think those are chipboard pieces, and I want to say I got them from Studio Calico, one of my kits, a long time ago. So just sort of playing around, trying to figure out where exactly I want all my embellishments. Some of them work, and if I feel like they work, I tend to glue them down right away. If I'm not really sure on them, I just sort of leave them. Getting out my gold Heidi Shine and just putting a little splatters all over, because that's just, the perfect little touch, I think, for all the extra stuff. And I got a teeny tiny bit on the very top corner of the picture. Thankfully, I was able to catch it soon enough, and I did wipe it off. I've done that before where I haven't actually put anything over top of the picture, and even when you think you are being so careful, I have still gotten, the mists or Heidi Shine on top of my picture. So I now make sure that I always cover it just in case, because that would, just be awful. So, and again, I'm still fiddling with where I'm going to put all these extra little things. I decided I don't want the butterfly in there. It just doesn't really go. I liked the color, but I don't know, the butterfly part just didn't really go on it. So, and then I am sort of feeling like the left side needs something. So I cut about a centimeter strip from this 6x6 paper pad in that beautiful blush color, and I glue it down, and then I take it over to my sewing machine and I stitch down the middle. I am not the best sewer, not even a little bit, so it always, it's never a straight line. I don't know. I mean, I took sewing in school. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at sewing. So it's not a straight line, but you know what? That's okay. And then I do sort of pull up the one side and ruffle it up a bit. And at this point, I decide I want a little bit of stamping on there, so I stamp happiness is little moments and details on it. And those are just sort of some various roller stamps that I have. So this is pretty much the end. I want to thank you so much for watching this scrapbook page that I have done. If you have any questions or comments, I would love for you to leave them below. I'm happy to get back to you. And of course, you can find me at Create Life Paper Words on Instagram. Okay, bye.